Hello, guys. Happy Mindset Monday. Switched around to the other side of the table today. I hope you guys got your water. I was just thinking how I have not drank like barely any water today, and I need to do better. So I'm going to be chugging at least another one of these today. One thing that I actually did start doing again was drinking lemon water when I wake up in the morning. Is something that I did for years and years and years. Every single day I would take half a lemon, squirt it into a glass, fill it to the top with nice warm water from the tap, and I would just chug that, and it would just make me feel so refreshed and hydrated after, all night of not drinking, because I don't drink coffee or anything in the morning. So I just felt like that really helped me feel so good. And vitamin C from the lemon is also so good for your immune system and all of those things too. So I started doing that again. And so on days like today where I'm like, the time has gone by, I barely drink any water, at least I know that I got my 500 mils in to at least start my day, so that I'm at least 500 mils ahead of where I would be if I didn't. So do that, add that in if you feel like you're always behind on water. So for that, let's get into our Mindset Monday topic this week. So this week we are talking a little bit about changing your perception of body image. Now, this kind of stems from you judging yourself, and then we're going to kind of go off of that as well. In terms of like the level of health that you have. So when you are feeling like you are looking in the mirror and maybe not super pleased with what you see in the mirror, maybe you see, extra body fat or cellulite or rolls, or maybe your clothes fit too tight, or maybe you don't have as much muscle definition as you hoped you do, or maybe you are looking in the mirror, maybe you do feel like really good, and maybe you feel like you are getting muscle definition and you are feeling fit and you are feeling like you're a good healthy body fat percentage and you're like really feeling yourself. All of that is amazing. If you're feeling good, that's amazing. That's what we want. We want you to look in the mirror and we want you to feel your best. However, I have had times, and I know that a lot of other people have also had times, where they look in the mirror and they feel like they look their best. And I remember my time, and I remember I looked in the mirror and I was so thin and I had very low very low body fat percentage. I could see my muscles. I was feeling shredded. I was feeling toned. But the level of health that I had, not just like what I ate, what I drank, how I moved my body, but my mindset and my mental health and my addiction to looking a certain way was so intense, and it was so downhill, that looking in the mirror and looking fit, and if people were to see me from the outside and give me like just a once over initial kind of judgment of it, you would see somebody who looks typically fit because of low body fat, muscle mass, just looking like somebody who is toned and like the definition of fit. But if you were to actually dig into that, you have no idea what my blood pressure is, what my blood sugar levels are, how my mental health is, what my body fat percentage actually is, how much I move my body, how my relationship with food is, how my relationship with my body is, how my social life is, how much do I sleep at night? How many steps do I get in a day? What can I lift? How do I actually feel? And that is just so empowering, I think, because it just kind of puts your own control back into yourself. Is that looking at somebody from the outside is all you can see is their physical appearance. And of course, that tells you maybe a little bit of some story, but it doesn't give you any insight at all into that person and into the level of health that that person has. And so I also want to turn that back inwards to you, is that when you look in the mirror, what do you see on the outside, and does it connect to what is going on the inside with all of those things, with your sleep, your health markers of your blood pressure, blood sugar, your mental health, your social life, your body dysmorphia, your own confidence, all of those kind of things? What plays into that? How much you sleep, how much you move, how much you can lift? Where does are you taking into account all of those things when you look in the mirror? Because I also know some really amazing women who can deadlift 300 pounds, who sleep 8 hours a night, who have a thriving social life, who meal prep, and who eat 200 grams of protein each day, and who walk 10,000 steps every day. But if you were to look at them on the street, they maybe are in a bigger body, and maybe your first impression would be that that person is unhealthy compared to somebody who is in a lower body fat percentage who is healthy. And so when you look in the mirror, well, I'm all kind of tying this back to when you look in the mirror, does your physical outside match your inside? And it is okay if it doesn't. It's okay if there's a bit of disconnect there between how you feel your body looks on the outside compared to the inside. But I want you to know that what's going on the inside is so much more important than what the outside looks like. Okay? Because when you are passing judgment for other people based off of what their physical body looks like, whether they are overweight or too thin or, extra toned or extra muscles or whatever it is, just know that you have no idea what they are going through right now, and you have no idea what their level of health is. So before you see somebody's body and be like, I wish that my body looked like that, okay, well, maybe that person is currently struggling with an eating disorder. Maybe they spend 8 hours a week training in the gym because they don't feel good enough. Maybe they just went through a really bad breakup and have no social life. Maybe they are in an abusive relationship and maybe they can't eat anything. Maybe they just went through a divorce or had a loss or something like that. Like, you literally know nothing about a person based off of your judgment from seeing their body. So this is just my simple little reminder for you, for yourself, to stop judging people's bodies. So my recommendation for you would be to stop even noticing other people's bodies. Okay? Because I guarantee it is the least interesting thing about somebody is what their body looks like, the shape of their body, how their bodies move, how the clothes fit their body. It is the least interesting thing about a person. And so I encourage you to just stop noticing what people's bodies look like, because, and I encourage you to get curious as to what the insides look like, who they are as a person, what values they have, what interests they have, how funny are they, how loud do they laugh, how free are they spirited, and to get to know more people on the inside. Because when you start judging people on the outside, it is that own reflection and insecurity of you on the outside. And if you are somebody who wants to feel more confident in yourself and more confident in your body despite what's going on the outside or the inside, that simply starts from you stop judging other people and to stop noticing what other people's bodies looks like, because comparison is the thief of joy. And if you are constantly comparing yourself to other people, then you are giving up your power and you are giving up your own confidence, and you are literally giving away your own self-confidence, which is big old no-no. So stop judging other people's body based off of what they look like, and stop judging your body and your health and your performance based off of what you look like. And I mean, like, this kind of also, like, as a caveat, is that there is also space in there for you to want to change the way that your body looks on the outside to match the way that it looks on the inside. But I also want you to think about what that body is that you want. What do you have to do in order to get that body that you want? And are you willing to make those changes? Do those changes fit in your lifestyle? Do you have that amount of time to dedicate towards your meal prep and your nutrition and your exercise and your steps and your sleep and all of those things that are going to take for you to get from where you are now into that body? Because if your dream body is a nightmare to maintain, then that is not your dream body, right? And we've said that before. So just something to keep in mind and something to think about. That health is not just one thing, and judging somebody based off of their physical appearance is very naive. So that is just my encouragement. And this also, I also have a note in here that, like, when you see somebody eating a pizza, that doesn't mean that they have high blood pressure and overweight and obesity and horrible health markers. But that also, on the flip side, doesn't mean when you see somebody thin eating a salad, that doesn't mean that they are healthy either. Okay? So, you literally know nothing. You know nothing. Our quote this week is, being beautiful and healthy has nothing to do with what you look like. There's nothing to do with what you look like. Okay, so give yourself that gentle reminder. If you're having bad body image days, then maybe this can sit with you, and maybe it can be, you know, a step forward for you to make progress with your own mindset towards your self-image, lack of judgment, and lack of self-awareness and self-appreciation. Okay, so that's our mindset topic this week. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful week, and I will talk to you soon.